Welcome to English Talks by SP, the place where we grow, learn, and speak better English through real powerful stories. Today, I'll tell you a story inspired by the famous book Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. But we're not going to talk about the book like in a classroom. Instead, let me take you on a journey. Once upon a time in Hawaii, there lived a young boy named Robert. Robert was like any other kid. He liked playing baseball, eating ice cream, and asking big questions about life. But what made Robert's life different was that he had two father figures. One was his biological father, his real dad. The other was the father of his best friend Mike. He used to call his own father Poor Dad and his friend's father Rich Dad. Now don't misunderstand. His poor dad was not really poor. He was well educated, had a government job, and earned a decent salary. But the way he thought about money, that's what made him poor. Rich Dad, on the other hand, didn't even finish college. But he ran businesses, bought real estate, and eventually became one of the wealthiest men in Hawaii. At just 9 years old, Robert started noticing something strange. His poor dad always said, go to school, get good grades, and find a safe job. But Rich Dad would say, learn how money works, let money work for you. Robert was confused. Two men he loved and respected were giving him completely different advice. So he decided to learn from both and compare. One day, Robert asked Rich Dad, can you teach me how to become rich? Rich Dad smiled and said, of course, but it won't be easy. Are you ready to learn? And just like that, the lessons began. Rich Dad taught him something simple but powerful. The poor and middle class work for money. The rich make money work for them. He explained that most people spend their entire lives chasing money. They wake up early, work all day, pay bills, and then do it again next month. But the rich, they buy things that create money, like businesses, stocks, and property. Robert started to understand the meaning of the word assets. Assets are things that put money in your pocket. Poor Dad didn't believe in owning assets. He believed in job security. One day, Robert's poor dad said, Robert, study hard so you can work for a big company. That same evening, Rich Dad told him, study hard so you can own the big company. Robert realized something important. It's not just about how much money you make. It's about how you think about money. Over the years, Robert continued learning from both dads. From Poor Dad, he learned honesty, hard work, and the importance of education. From Rich Dad, he learned to take risks, think like an investor, and be financially free. He once asked Rich Dad, isn't it risky to start a business? Rich Dad replied, not having control over your income is riskier. That stuck with Robert. As he grew up, he decided not to follow the traditional path. Instead, he started investing, building businesses, and teaching others about financial education. Years later, he wrote Rich Dad Poor Dad to share this story with the world. It became one of the most popular personal finance books ever written. So what can we learn from Robert's story? Money is not just about numbers, it's about mindset. Don't only work for money, let money work for you. Education is important, but financial education is powerful. Take control of your future, don't just follow the crowd. And remember, you don't need to be born rich to become rich. You just need the right mindset. Now let's practice a few key English phrases from today's story. Let money work for you. This means finding ways to earn money without working all the time. Think like an investor. This means planning ahead and making smart decisions with your money. Financial freedom. This means having enough money to live without stress. Try saying them with me. Thank you for listening to today's story on English Talks by SP. If this inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and follow. And remember, every story is a chance to learn something new, not just in life, but also in English. Until next time, keep learning, keep dreaming, and keep growing. Bye for now.